Chapter number 1, Laws of Motion. Motion means whenever there is change in the position of the object. Sometimes we are able to see the things are in motion. Sometimes we are not able to see. Sometimes we are able to feel, but sometimes we are not able to feel also. Car, when it is moving, we can see the car is moving, but how about the breeze? Breeze we are not able to see, but we are able to feel because of the leaves, etc., right? Then when the car is moving, when the bus is moving, we can say that there is a change in the position, and we say that the things are in motion. But it depends upon the position of the observer. Suppose you are sitting in a bus. Then what will happen? You will see that you are just sitting, but the building, tree, etc., that is all moving behind, isn't it? And the person who is sitting next to you is stationary. That person is not moving, right? But if you are standing outside the bus, what you will observe? The building, the tree, all are stationary, but what is moving is the bus is moving. So motion is a relative concept. Where is the observer? Depending upon that, we have to say the things are in motion or not, right? So if you are outside the bus, then the bus is moving. If you are inside the bus, then the building and tree, etc., are moving. So it depends upon the position of the object with respect to the surrounding. If it is not moving, then we say that it is at rest. Let us understand with one more example the concept of distance and displacement. See, there is place A and there is place B. Now, one mosquito started flying from A. It has traced the path, see, as I am showing with the pointer, and it has reached to point B. So how much distance is covered? We will just open this thread and you will measure it. You will understand that much distance is covered by the mosquito. Now if you will take another housefly, it has also moved from A to B, but here the path traveled is this, right? From A to B, the other path. So from this path it also reached to point B. So housefly and mosquito both have started from position A and reached to position B, but the path traveled is different. So what can we say about the distance? Distance is nothing but the length of the actual path. So that will be definitely different because they have not used the same path, isn't it? But actually, when you will see what is the distance between A and B, the distance between A and B will be the shortest distance, this much, right? So we have this distance, the shortest distance, as the distance, and this is the shortest distance is called as the displacement. What is this called as? Displacement. Let us understand with one more example. Here you have seen that A to B, the shortest distance is a straight line. Always it is a straight line joining the starting point and the final point. That is always the displacement. And the actual path traveled is the distance. Now let us consider one more example. You can see here. Here you have Sheetal and Prashant house, right? The house symbol is done. Here at around 500 meters away from Sheetal and Prashant house, you have Sangeeta's house. Okay, and here just 1200 meters away from Sangeeta's house, they have their school. So understood the three places? You have Sheetal and Prashant's place, you have Sangeeta's house, and you have the school. Now what happened? Prashant, they all are supposed to go to school. Can you see Sheetal, Prashant and Sangeeta? Okay. So now see, Sheetal, what happened? Went to Sangeeta's house and then both the friends together has reached to school. And then Prashant went directly to the school. I repeat, Sheetal went first to Sangeeta's house and then to school, and Prashant went directly to the school. So they are moving with the same speed. जैसे जिस स्पीड से शीतल चलती है उसी स्पीड से प्रशांत भी चलता है. Okay, they are having the same speed. Then who will reach the school first? It's Prashant. Correct. Now, why is it so? Because in between, see, to reach to school, Sheetal has to travel 500 meters and then plus 1200 meters, right? So, 500 plus 1200, that is equal to 1700 meters Sheetal has to walk. Then she will reach. And Prashant is actually moving with the same speed. So, he has traveled, actually this distance is, if you know the Pythagoras theorem, it is 5 by 12, 5, 12, 13 triplet. So, around 1300 meters away. So, he has moved 1300 and Sheetal moved 1700. So, obviously, Sheetal will take more time even though they have started at the same time then also. Right? Let us take one more example. Before that, I say that both Sheetal and Prashant as their displacement is same. Start kiya from house, they reach to school. So both have reached to school, the final destination. So the displacement of Sheetal and Prashant is same. Are you getting the difference between the distance and the displacement? Distance मतलब जो रास्ते से वो गया, what is the actual path traced by, and displacement is just joining the first point and the last point. First point starting और end में कितना difference है, that is what is the displacement. Now let us take one example of Swarali. Swarali started moving around edge of a circular field. Okay. And the radius of that field is 100 meters. So she started from say point A. Can you see that point A? And then she started moving from here to here.
Yes, ma'am.
She started moving. This is in between position which is shown in this. Then again she came back to the position A. Can you see that position A again? See the previous one, she is moved in between position is shown and again she is back to point A. So exactly what is the distance traveled? distance traveled is nothing but the circumference of the circle, that is 2 pi r. This is 2 into 22 upon 7 multiplied by 100. That is what is the distance covered. But what is the displacement? What is the starting point? A. What is the end point? A. So what is the distance between A and A? You have learned in geometry.
No.
Yes, perfect. Very good. It is 0. So displacement is 0. So children, remember, the displacement of an object is 0. The actual distance travelled by it may not be 0. She has completed the entire circular field by walking. But then also displacement is shown 0. So if we take, say when the car is moving from P to Q in a straight line. Straight line when it moves, then distance and displacement is same. Suppose यहाँ से this particular car has moved from here and it has reached to point Q. Then the distance and displacement will be same because starting point ending point same है. But if after reaching to point Q, अगर गाड़ी ने रिवर्स मार दिया तो after reaching to point Q, if it has again turned back to P, so what is the displacement?
0.
Perfect. P से start हुआ, again it came back to P, so it is 0. And the displacement distance is P to Q and again Q to P, that is 2 times PQ, right? Isn't it? So 2PQ is the actual distance covered by the car, but displacement is 0. So from here you can understand that when we talk about the displacement, we are talking about some direction. कौन सी direction में? If it is in the same direction, then it is same as distance. But if the direction is changed, definitely the displacement will change. So there is something called as vector quantity and scalar quantity, which you have learned in your lower standards. Let me revise that. Scalar quantity are the quantity which needs magnitude alone. Now this is the definition, book is definition. What do you understand by it? Let me explain. When I say I am 150 centimeter long, my length is 150 centimeter. So you will understand, okay, Miss 5 foot की है. And then if I'll say that my weight is 60 kg, so you can understand that how fat I am or how thin I am. So that is nothing but a number. Say 60 kg, yeah, 150 centimeters. So 150 and centimeter. Centimeter is a unit and 150 is a number. So that is called magnitude. A number assigned with the unit. Unit is the smallest thing with you measure. Unit is the smallest thing with you measure. So if I measure my length in centimeter, then you will be understanding it that how much tall we are, right? So that is sufficient. So I can say that my mass is a scalar quantity, my height is a scalar quantity. Scalar means which requires magnitude. Magnitude means a number along with the unit. 5 centimeter, 10 kg. These all are the scalar quantities. But along with it, if you need a direction, suppose I say that, hey children, I am there, just 5, I am standing away from you 100 meters. Suppose you are there here somewhere Okay, this is you, and I am saying that I am 100 meters away from you. So can you tell me where I will be? 100 मीटर्स यहाँ पे भी हो सकता है, 100 मीटर यहाँ पे भी, यहाँ पे भी, यहाँ पे भी, यहाँ पे भी, सब जगह पे. So I can be anywhere on the circle with radius 100 meters. So you cannot locate exactly where I am. So you may ask, Miss, where you are exactly? Whether you are in the north direction or south direction, left में हो कि right में हो, like that some questions more you will ask to understand where my position is. Right? So this is what is when you require the direction also, that is called as vector quantity. So distance, बस उसको क्या जितना कितना ट्रैवल किया वो बोलो. So that is the scalar quantity. And displacement, again if it is coming to the same position or if it reverses the path, that all changes the answer. So that direction is important here, and therefore it is vector quantity. Now let us go ahead with the concept of speed and velocity. After learning about distance and displacement, let us recall something which is called as speed. You must have solved in your 7th standard the sums based on speed. What do you mean by speed? Formula wise, anyone recalls from the lower standard? Speed is equal to
total distance traveled upon time required.
distance upon time. Perfect. Speed is nothing but the total distance upon the time taken. So, distance traveled can be anywhere, no direction required, and then upon the time. So, I change it. Listen to me carefully. If I'll say the definition, formula तो सबको मालूम है कि speed is equal to distance upon time. अगर ये time 1 हो जाता है, okay, see mathematically, if the denominator becomes 1, then whatever is numerator, the same quantity will be there. If the denominator phi is equal to phi upon 1, right? So if this time becomes 1, then speed will be equal to distance. So how I define it? See the definition of speed. It is the distance travel in a unit time. What do you mean by unit? Smallest quantity 1. So if the denominator becomes 1, the speed becomes equal to distance. So we define as it is the distance covered in a unit time. Children, here in Science 1, we are going to have various things, various physical quantities where you are going to deal with the definition, you are going to deal with the formula, you are going to deal with the units, and you are going to deal with whether it is scalar or vector. So we know it now, speed is distance upon time, so that we know. And now we have given the definition also. It is the distance covered in a unit time. So formula आ गया, and the definition also concluded from the formula. Now the thing comes, what is the unit? Distance किस में measure करते हैं? It is measured in meter and centimeter. So in the MKS system or SI system, it is meter. Time is measured in seconds. So speed का यूनिट हो जाएगा मीटर पर सेकेंड. कुछ नहीं किया है, जो डिस्टेंस का यूनिट है वो ऊपर आएगा, जो टाइम का है वो नीचे आएगा. So by it is a derived quantity which is derived from this. So speed is unit is meter per second. Upon का sign it is read as per. So it is meter per second. Clear? Now whether it is a scalar or vector. Let us see that. Children, distance is scalar in the formula. Time is also scalar. So scalar upon scalar quantity gives you answer scalar only. So the speed is scalar quantity. Now if you give a direction to it, that will become velocity. So what is velocity? The distance travelled in a particular direction by an object in a unit time. So same as distance, but what is say in a particular direction. This word is important. So whatever time ka unit, whether it will be 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, whatever it will be. So displacement occurred in a unit time is called as velocity. So what will be the formula? Formula for speed is total distance traveled by the time taken. But when you talk about the velocity, it is the displacement upon time. Right? Now let us talk about the units. Speed is distance upon time. Distance is measured in meters and time in second. So it will be having meter per second. Now velocity is nothing but the displacement upon time. So it will be डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज द शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस. शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस किस में मेजर किया जाता है? मीटर में. सो मीटर ओनली विल कम एंड टाइम इन सेकेंड. सो नोट दैट द यूनिट ऑफ डिस्टेंस एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज द सेम. राइट? Going ahead, if the motion is along a straight line, the values of the speed and velocity are same. Otherwise, it is going to be different, as we have seen in the case of Sheetal and Prashant and Sangeeta. Right? So, same direction, displacement is equal to the distance. But listen to my one point, that displacement can be zero even though the distance is not zero. We have seen the example of Swarali. So when it comes as a distinguish between distance and displacement, what you are going to write down? Distance is the total path traced by an object, and displacement is the shortest distance between the starting point and the end point. First point always definition. Second point में ना बच्चा write down the units. Units of speed is meter per second. Write down about the distance and displacement. So distance is in meters, displacement is also in meters, but distance is always greater than or equal to displacement. बड़ा हो सकता है या तो उसके जितना हो सकता है. What about displacement? Displacement ज़ीरो भी हो सकता है ना. So it can be less than or equal to the distance part. Displacement is vector quantity. distance is scalar quantity. So when we will say that शीतल स्पीड अलॉन्ग अ पाथ ए, जो गई थी ना उसके संगीता के घर पे, सो डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम 500 मीटर्स और 5 मिनट में पहुंची थी, तो उसकी वहाँ पे स्पीड हो गई 100 मीटर्स पर मिनट. शीतल स्पीड अलॉन्ग विद अ पाथ बी, से इट इज़ शी हैज़ टेकन 24 मिनट्स. अभी हुआ क्या है ना, फ्रेंड्स थी ना साथ में, तो बातें करते करते चल रहे थे तो स्लो हो गई. So it is 1200 upon 24, that is 50 meter per minute. When we have the different speeds, then we go towards the average part. Average is very simple. You just add all the observation and then you have to divide by the number of observation. So average speed will be 1700 upon 29, that comes out to be approximately 58.6. So you can say about the speed came out to be 59.6. And if you talk about the velocity of Sheetal, so it will be displacement upon time. So it is 1300. By 1300 I told you na, hypotenuse wise it will come 1300. So this is what is the beauty of maths. 1300 divided by 29, it came out to be 44.83 meters per minute. Right? Now, what is the effect of speed and direction on velocity? To understand, let us understand. This is Sachin traveling on a motorbike. Okay, now what all things are possible? What will be the effect of velocity on motorcycle if the speed increases or decreases but the direction remains unchanged? एकदम straight रास्ते पे जा रहा है, डायरेक्शन चेंज नहीं कर रहा है, वही डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है, स्पीड कम ज़्यादा हो रही है. सो when the speed decreases, velocity also decreases. When the speed increases, velocity also increases. Now second point, when Sachin is taking turn on the road, what will happen at that time? Yes, here the direction will also change. Suppose it has got the speed same speed में, लेकिन direction चेंज. You can see what was the direction before. It was like this. Now it is like this. Right? So change is there. So if it is a straight path, then no problem. But if it is in some other part, then calculation becomes little tricky. So velocity depends upon the speed. That is what you are going to remember. See what happened here, the speed is constant but direction of velocity goes on changing. So you can see that there are three ways. एक वे में क्या है तुम लोग ने, I'll just show you what three things we have done. Keeping speed same, takes turn. Say the circle or something. Then the difference occurs. Second, if the direction is same and speed has changed, then also the velocity will change. And third, the speed as well as direction changes, then the velocity changes. Children, Galileo was the first one to measure something which is called as speed, and he has found the speed of sound. So the speed of sound in the dry air he found and calculated to be 343.2 meters per second, and moreover the speed of light is about 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second.